Hey guys, today we are going to learn how to install Hadoop on a newly installed Ubuntu system. For this I'm going to be using a pre-built virtual machine I made in VirtualBox. This is a fresh installation. The only thing I installed is the VirtualBox guest editions. I don't think that counts when I'm talking about Hadoop. So let's get started. For this process I'm going to be using the guide by Riccardo Maccarati. Link to his post in the description below. As a matter of fact, anything I mention will have a link in the description. So, let's get started. First things first, we need a terminal. And you can open a terminal like this, granted. But in Ubuntu, as long as you're in the Ubuntu desktop, you can just press Ctrl, Alt, and T together and open up a terminal. So, first, let's update the repositories. Get space update and wait for that to happen. Enter your password as you need. Okay, now we're going to add before adding, we have to purge any existing Java installations. Then we can add the new repository. So let's purge the Java installation. apt get purge openjdk star asterisk, whatever you say. Okay, it's not installed. Now we're going to add a new apt repository. That is ppa:/webupd8 team/java. Press enter. And it's imported. Now we're going to update the repository again. And we will install Oracle Java 8 installer using this command. Sudo apt get install Oracle Java 8 installer. Press enter. Y, enter. Okay, this will pop up and the red means that it's selected. You can use the arrow keys to move the red around. So red isn't okay. I'll just press enter. Move it to yes. Enter. And just let it install. So the Java installation is now complete. Now we need to check if we got the correct Java version. So for that we're going to type Java -version. If we have 1.8, we're gold. Good to fly. So we have 1.8, so we're good. Now we need to make sure that Hadoop can find this. So we're going to just do this. Echo export Java_home equals /usr, close the quotes, and append that to /etc/profile. Now remember, this has to be case sensitive. This is case sensitive. You can't just move the capitals and smalls around. So, let's do that. Permission denied. If you get this, you know you need administrative rights. Just put sudo behind the command and it will get administrative rights. But that did not work. Okay. I can just write it into the file. Echoing is not necessary, but I can just write it etc/profile. Okay, enter the file. Export Java_home equals /usr. Control X, Y, enter. That's done. Now load up the file /etc/profile. Now we have it. Okay, next up we have to disable IPv6 since Hadoop does not support it. Hadoop supports only IPv4. So, for this we are going to use sudo space nano /etc/sysctl.conf. That's conf. Okay. Move on to the end and append this. Just type this in. Remember, all of this is case sensitive. .conf .all .disable _ IPv6 equals 1. Then net.ipv6.conf .default .disable IPv6 equals 1. Then net.ipv6.conf .lo .disable _ IPv6 equals 1. Okay? Control X, Y, and enter. Okay, now we're going to reboot the system so all these changes kind of get loaded up. For that we do sudo space reboot. So we are back up. And the next thing we need to do is configure the SSH keys. You know, Hadoop needs to log in without the password, so we're going to set that up. As soon as I get my desktop, VirtualBox is incredibly slow. I do not recommend you using it. Buy VMware if you need to, but VirtualBox is not a recommendation. Or if you're advanced enough, you can use KVM, but if you're advanced enough, you wouldn't be watching this video. So let's open up the terminal again. Now, here's what we need to do. We need to add a group. Sudo space add group, Hadoop group. Group. Enter the password, and it's done. Now we need to create a user. Space add user minus in group Hadoop group HD user. You can use the name HD user or anything else of your choice, but the Hadoop group should stay the same. Press enter. New password. Enter a password of your choice. Just leave these blank. Press enter through them. Is this information correct? Y. The user is now created. Okay, now next thing we need to do is install SSH. Sudo apt get install SSH. Y. SSH installation is now complete. Now we need to enable and then start it. So sudo space system sysctl. Oh, I gave it a PSIST. Systemctl enable SSH. Okay, now we need to start SSH. SSH is started. Now we need to switch over to the HD user we created. For that, we do su space minus space HD user. Enter the password you set, and we're an HD user. Now we do ssh-keygen minus T RSA minus capital P, just 2 quotes, and press enter. Enter, and we got this. Now we do cat. I recommend you just do this /home/HD user /.ssh/id rsa.pub and append that to /home/HD user /.ssh/authorized keys _keys. There we go. Now let's chmod the file. Just for convenience, let's go into the folder and do this. See, we have authorized keys here. Now chmod 600./authorized_keys. Press enter. ls-l. There we go. We have 600 on that. Now ssh-copy id -i /home/HD user /.ssh/id rsa.pub localhost. Yes. You need to type the full yes, no Y or shorts. SSH localhost. Just for testing purposes. And we are in. It didn't request a password to SSH to localhost. So we can now exit from this shell. Let's move on to the next part. The interesting part, installing Hadoop. So to do this, first we need to download the Hadoop package. And for that, we need a link. Open up Firefox. Mind you, this is the first time I'm opening these apps on this system. So it's going to take a while. But we are up. Search box, type in Hadoop. Mind you, the file size of Hadoop is close to 80 megabytes. Make sure you have enough speed or time, whichever you value more. Just check for this, hadoop.apache.org. Open that. And here you will find, in getting started, download. You will take 2.7.3 binary. Okay. Now we get a couple of links. We can use any one. Just right click, copy link location. Let's head over to the terminal and cd dot out of this, then wget, that's wget, and paste. Press enter. Let it download the file. I guess I was very wrong in estimating the file size of Hadoop. It was 204 megabytes, so make sure you have a good internet connection. But we have the file. ls, there we can see Hadoop 2.7.3.tar.gz. So, we're going to extract it. tar -xvf Hadoop. Remember, if you type in the first part of a file name and press tab, it'll just automatically show the one it can. Press enter. let that do its magic. Okay, that's extracted. Next thing we need to do is move all this out to the folder. I don't know if this is going to work without sudo. So, okay. /user/local/ permission denied. Knew it. Sudo. And we are not in the sudoers, so we need to get back to our original user and do this. First we need to cd to /home/hd user. Then sudo space mv /hadoop 2.7.3 2/user/local/. Okay, now we have Hadoop. So now we need to configure some variables, but first we need to set up a few things. First we need a link ln-f /user/local/Hadoop 2.7.3 and link that to /user/local/Hadoop. Permission denied. I keep forgetting that I need permissions. Sudo. Okay, I've created the link. Now I need to change the permissions. Sudo space chown -R Hadoop user : Hadoop group /user/local/Hadoop 2.7.3. Oh, I made a mistake there. It wasn't Hadoop user, it was HD user. Okay, that's set. Now we need to configure some environment variables in bash rc. So for that we need to go back to the HD user. su -HD user. Enter the password again. And sudo space, no, HD user can't sudo. Nano space /bash /bash rc. Press enter, and at the end we are just going to type a large number of lines, so make sure you follow. You can just pause the video if I'm going too fast. Hadoop config. Remember, the hashes I use are just comments. You don't need to put them in. But whatever I type without the hashes, those are useful. Export HADDOOP_prefix equals /user/local/Hadoop. Export Hadoop_home equals /user/local/Hadoop. And then again, export Hadoop_mapred_home equals $ curly brackets Hadoop_home. Close the curly bracket. Export Hadoop_common_home equals $ curly bracket open Hadoop_home export Hadoop underscore HDFS underscore home equals dollar curly bracket open Hadoop, that was 3 O's, Hadoop underscore home, close the curly bracket. Export yarn underscore home equals dollar Hadoop home. Okay, again, export Hadoop underscore conf underscore dir equals dollar curly bracket open Hadoop underscore home, close the curly bracket slash etc slash Hadoop then the native paths export Hadoop underscore common underscore lib underscore native underscore dir equals dollar curly bracket Hadoop underscore home, close the curly bracket slash lib slash native. Again, export Hadoop underscore opts equals, this is a tricky one, so follow through here, minus capital D java java dot library dot path equals dollar Hadoop underscore prefix slash lib slash native. Then we go with the Java path. Export Java underscore home equals slash user. Not USER, USR. Then we do the OS path export path equals dollar path colon dollar Hadoop underscore home slash bin colon dollar Java underscore path slash bin. I don't think we said Java path anywhere. I think it means Java home. Yeah, I'll just change that to Java home. That does make more sense. Slash bin colon dollar Hadoop underscore home slash sbin. Okay, now one thing I didn't do is leave lines between these. You should always leave lines between these. So, that's done. Control X, Y, and enter. Now we need to source it again. Source // bash rc. Okay, we are loaded. Now we need to kind of get into the Hadoop installation and stuff. So, sudo space No, we don't need to sudo anymore because we already took ownership of the folder. So we can just nano slash user slash local slash Hadoop slash etc slash Hadoop slash Hadoop env.sh. Now we can just do this, but we already have a Java home set, so that should not be a problem. But still, at the end, we're going to do this anyway. Export. It doesn't hurt, actually. That's why we're doing this. Java underscore home equals / user. Okay? Control X, Y, enter. Now we need to configure Hadoop. Let's get into the folder and do these things, because using the full paths to do these is going to be hard. / user / local / Hadoop. Okay. First we are going to configure Coresight Dot Xml. Okay, but first we need to know where to find the files. So cd etc / Hadoop ls. Here we have every file we need. So first, nano Coresight.xml. Now within this configuration we have to write this. So you're going to need some basic concept of XML for this. I should say that before. Property, and within that we write name fs.default.name / name, and after that we do value hdfs : localhost 9000 / value. Okay, that's Coresight.xml. Control X, Y, and enter. Now we need to edit the hdfs site.xml. Again, nano hdfs site.xml. This is a big one, so follow carefully. We're going to need quite a few property nodes, actually. Property name dfs.replication. This sets the replication factor, but since this is a standalone installation, the value is going to be 1. dfs.replication / name value 1 / value. Now close this property tag, because we're going to open another one / property, leave spaces. Okay, again, property / property there we go. Name is dfs.name.dir / name, and the value is file : /usr / local / Hadoop / Hadoop data / hdfs / name node value. That's the name node. In the next part, we have to configure the data node. It's similar. Property, just follow through. /property and name dfs dot data dot dir /name and value is file : /user /local /hadoop /hadoop data /hdfs data node /value. Okay, so we have successfully configured DFS site. Now we need to configure the MapRed site. But before that, Control X, Y, enter. Again, nano MapRed site dot XML dot template. Well, it is an XML template here, but we're going to type our own. So this, when I close the nano on this, be careful and watch what I do. Okay, MapRed site configuration is, well, similar. Property, /property, and within that, to get rid of the question mark, and within that we have name, MapReduce dot framework dot name /name, and the value yarn. Okay, that is the MapRed site. Now we do Control X, Y, and here we change the file name to write to MapRedSite.xml and press enter. Save file under a different name, Y. Now we do an ls. We have MapRedSite.xml. As you can see quite clearly. So next is yarnsite.xml. So nano yarnsite.xml. That file exists, so don't worry. Okay, now again, property /property name is yarn dot node manager dot aux hyphen services /name value MapReduce underscore shuffle /value. Control X, Y, enter. Now the next thing to do is format the name node. So we're going to do hdf name node minus format. Apparently that is not going to work unless we do this. hdfs. The command is hdfs. This guide is a bit outdated, so don't worry about that. hdfs name node minus format. Now we are looking for a specific line that is info.common.storage. Look for that. Info.common.storage. There it is. Info.common.storage directory user/local/Hadoop data blah 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 has been successfully formatted. That means your name node is ready. So now we move back to our original folder /home/hd user and we start the services. First we do start dfs.sh. Just let it work. Yes. If it asks, just type in yes and press enter. Well, we have the name node. Now the next thing to do is start yarn.sh. Okay. We did both. Now we need to check JPS. You see we have resource manager, node manager, data node, secondary name node, and name node. So Hadoop is perfectly working. But still, let's look at things from a different perspective. Hadoop fs minus ls. Now, one thing to remember here. This isn't exactly perfect. So when you do anything with the Hadoop fs, you need to start your paths with /. See? Now, I need to find a file to push. So, why not put Hadoop's own file? Hadoop fs minus put /Hadoop 2.7.3 whatever to /. Just wait for that to happen. Now, let's do Hadoop fs minus ls. Again, I made the same mistake. /. Start your paths with /. Don't be stupid like me. See, the file has been transmitted over to Hadoop. Now let's just do this. rm / Hadoop 2.7.3 whatever. Okay, Hadoop's deletion of the role. That'll show up. Don't worry. Hadoop fs minus ls /. See, the Hadoop file system is now empty. One thing to remember is that every time you start the shell, you will have to run the start dfs.sh and start yarn.sh. Every time you reboot, you have to do these. But after you reboot, it's no longer a problem. Let's just close and head over to HD user. Okay, now let's open up a terminal and do JPS. See? Everything's running. Now if we want to stop these or you run into a problem, you will have to restart the services. So for that, to stop the services, we use stop dfs.sh. And when that happens, we do stop yarn.sh. Just let it do its job. No need to rush it. No need to hurry. Just let it do its job. Okay, that's done. Stop yarn.sh. Now, if we do JPS again, you see none of those are running. We can start the Hadoop services again with start dfs.sh and then start yarn.sh. Okay, guys, that's it for today. That's the basic setup of Hadoop in standalone mode. In the next lesson, maybe we'll learn how to set up Hive or Pig. I don't know which one we're gonna do. It might be Mahout or Spark. Let's see what happens, and chill. And share the video to anyone who needs it. I think you'll find it quite interesting. Who am I joking? This is work. It's not supposed to be interesting. It's supposed to be tedious and stressful. So, okay. Ciao, guys.